much everything I was going to say. Thank you for reading my speech. But before I begin, I'd like to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kathleen Daly. I'd like to take the time to thank my mom, hi Mom,
hey,
for playing the role of two parents and for pushing me to be the very best that I can be. My sisters, Michelle and Heather, because it will always be us against the world. And my dad, because even though he couldn't be here tonight, I know that he has the best seat in the house. But also, thank you to all the parents who endured the 13 long first days of school with us, taxing us to and from school and practice, and trying their best to not kill us when we forgot something extremely important. I swear, Mom, please, I love you, at home. I'd also like to thank all of the administration for putting up with such a hectic class and working with us when we needed our parking tickets excused. Again, the teachers for working day in and day out to provide us with an outstanding education, even when we refused to do our homework or got senioritis. Our guidance counselors for dealing with about 85% of us who wanted to change our schedules or excuse some absences every single semester. And us students would like to thank Wikipedia and Google, even though they couldn't be here today. Our coaches for teaching the athletes that what we learned on the field was not only to make ourselves better players, but to make us better people. Like Coach Raven, who pretty much used scare tactics to get us to dress out every day. A big thanks to the cafeteria crew who dished out every single last bread stick, even to those of us who ordered 10 every day. But most of all, I'd like to thank all the seniors for making these past 4 years so memorable. As Commodores, we've had to overcome this, oh, it's just Eau Gallie mantra that we've heard so many times. And the class of 2014 finally did just that. They said Eau Gallie football doesn't win games. And as seniors, we gave them the first playoff appearance in 15 years. They said soccer doesn't have winning seasons, and as freshmen, we transformed the entire program. In bowling, Michael Coffey is a state champion, and the women's team has never lost a dual match. Baseball has 3 district championships, and volleyball has been a district champion not once, but 3 years in a row. Over the past 4 years, 32 swimmers have advanced to the regional competition, and the softball girls are not only state champions, but 2-time district champions as well. In band, we had 4 years of straight superiors at every single performance assessment. They said, Eau Gallie kids, they don't go to college, but we said sitting here before you on this stage, we have 25 kids graduating with their AA degree, 40 with their ACE diploma, and 117 Commodores graduating with honors. Like Jeremy Pruitt, who is going to FAMU to become an architect. And Emily Seidner hopes to one day open her own geriatrics unit at a hospital in memory of her grandmother. And even athletes like Nick Spielman and Kara Houston are going off to college on scholarships for sports. They said not many kids these days dream about growing up to defend our country, but we said we have so many that do, like Katrina Thompson in the Air Force and Adam Manier in the Marines. They said there's no way that you can have students that balance working over 20 hours a week, and we said we do. Their names are Lindley Wilson and Roberta Riviera, among others. They said that there's no way you can have a club solely devoted to the inclusion of students with disabilities, and we said that club will be called Best Buddies, and it would be 113 members strong. They said there isn't any way you can fill an entire auditorium, but we said, we got you, Brandon Fritz, and that auditorium will be standing room only. Underestimate, underappreciate, and underevaluate you, and we said we hope we have the audacity to stop us, because society tells us that we should probably save some face and calm down a little, because as some middle-class students, we're probably not going to amount to much anyway, but we'll be stunned if someone has the audacity to staple a label to these blank slates, because even though our past has shaped us, it has not made us, because we are the product of our own imperfections, and what happened yesterday, we will not let be treated like an incurable infection. But even though we are, oh, it's just Eau Gallie, today we run across the finish line of success with every hello, my name is underestimated, underappreciated, underevaluated label falling off our chests, and we get to celebrate in spite of those who have the audacity to doubt us and try to tell us what we could and could not do. The class of 2014 has not only surpassed all expectations, but we have made a name for ourselves. I hope that out there in the real world, you remember that our lives are not about who we impressed, but who we impacted. Life is not about where we are from, but where we are going. And even though some of you are short like me, do never be afraid to speak up, because there is no ruler to measure the echoes of our inspiration. And I hope that each and every one of you will not be scared to change things, because as a 2014 Commodore, each and every one of you, we, will always be remembered as a class who changed, oh, it's just Eau Gallie, to, oh, it's Eau Gallie. Thank you.